Ladies and gentlemen, it is day one of the July 2021 THORnews fundraiser. And I am awake and on the night shift, and we are watching two areas of possible tropical development. Now, this one has a 50% chance of cyclonic development before it makes landfall, but it will definitely bring some rain and some wind to the Carolinas. And then we're tracking this big banana down here in Puerto Rico. I would definitely be paying attention. And I have mentioned a couple times that the next 2 weeks will feel very end of the worldy, a lot of bleakness. There will be a lot of problematic trouble, but that is probably just Mars, Saturn, and Uranus having a big old brawl. Karen Jeromin, wow, the black X symbol represents tying or breaking all-time high temperature records. So many across the Pacific Northwest and Western Canada. And so a lot of records have been broken today. We are talking all-time records, and some broke by a pretty large margin. Remember, this heat wave probably won't peak until Monday or Tuesday, and technically, in my opinion, it lasts for like a week or two. Parts of Washington may see 100 degrees through like the 10th of July. But please do your best to stay cool on National Sunglasses Day. But we are definitely on full Asteroid Fight Club red alert through July 10th, Portland streetcar. In case you're wondering why we're canceling service for today, here's what the heat is doing to our power cables. Yuck. People are like, hey, why isn't this sunspot flaring? I'm like, hey, maybe it is resting. Because, so far, first half of 2021 has been pretty taxing and exciting and draining. But to simplify things for you, this area has intense, incredible, record-breaking heat, and this area will probably have a whole lot of flooding. Things are definitely wild. Now, we're not sounding the hurricane red alert, red alarm on this thing out here, though it does have a chance to develop a little before it makes landfall. We will keep our eye on the thing down here, and then you got more monsters rolling off of Africa. We may not, I don't think we'll see the first hurricane till the middle of July. I could be wrong, though. Maybe not even then. Maybe we'll get so lucky we won't get hit by a hurricane this year. But, yeah, this is probably not the year to count on the best case scenario. But overall, things seem dangerous and unstable. Can you feel it? I can feel it. Things are weird. It's the tale of the heat and the floods. Get your heat up here. Someone mentioned that they don't ever remember seeing all of Washington and Oregon in a extreme heat warning. So, yeah, these are weird times indeed. This definitely feels like volcano weather. And then you got a big strip of flash flooding warnings down here through Texas up to Oklahoma, Missouri, and Kansas. And then you got some, I believe these are wind warnings up in the Northeast. It was raining and thundering in Texas this afternoon, which allowed me to get some good sleep. And here we're looking at the areas that might be getting rain over the next 48 hours. As you can see, it's like 60 to 70% of the United States of America. And so we are still going to be definitely having rain issues, I believe, all the way through July. So be ready, be prepared, and stay on your toes. You've got the core of Hurricane Enrique lurking just offshore the southwest coast of Mexico. Tropical storm force winds and heavy rainfall are affecting the Jalisco coast, which will probably see over about 10 inches of rain. There's a lot happening. I know this side is usually about 2 weeks behind this side, so I would guess we would see our first hurricane, like I said, probably in the middle of July. But let us hope Atmospheric Defense Team, Asteroid Fight Club, and our Prairie Warriors can keep knocking them down to tropical storms or less. But prepare for the worst and pray for the best. Either way, you can see there is a lot of water vapor floating around the south. We'll keep our eye on this thing over here. And, with all the super duper rapid, look, it's almost black on this map. The temperature with all the super duper record breaking heat, just be prepared for super weirdness in other parts of the weather and for, possible earthquakes, possible volcano eruptions, possible storms that exceed what they were expected to. And the next 13 days are probably going to be record-breakingly weird. And people are more prone to lose their cool in the heat as opposed to cold or coolness. So do your best to try to stay cool and not add on top of the really crazy situation. Like I said, we know ahead of time the next 2 weeks are going to be like Mars, Uranus, and Saturn in a big old brawl. And there's no real reason to step in and get involved with that planetary grudge match. You know what I'm saying? It started way before you were born, and it'll probably carry on way after you're gone. Oh, look at that big, see that? It's like a right angle. Interesting. And like I said, right now, the least of my worries seems to be hurricanes. It does appear the atmospheric defensive team is doing a good job, but we are still going to see records amount of rain in a lot of places, so we all need to stay on guard. And expect a fair amount of wildfires to be breaking out across the West Coast, up into Canada. Here, we're looking at the shell fire from the Grapevine cameras. Still seems fairly pissed off. You've got quite a heat wave power outage list and map for Portland. So, yeah, like I said, they say like half people in the upper Northeast don't have air conditioning, and then go without power. Do the best you can, buddy. Most likely you will survive this, and you are a survivor. You'll come out the other side stronger and more appreciative of the basics in life. Hope. And let's not sleep on this thing that is off the coast. Like I said, I'm not super worried about it right now, but, we should definitely be ready for just WTFness. And, like I said, I'll be awake for the next 12 hours, so if there are any major developments, I'll be sure to let you know. And since the bulk of the heat wave will go on for 2 or 3 more days, at least the record-breaking part, I will wait then to list off all the records that were broken and by what degrees, but expect it to get, more intense tomorrow and possibly the day after. Whatever 96L invest does become, it's not supposed to hit till tomorrow, but it will probably definitely bring more rain into Charleston and Jacksonville, and we definitely need to keep an eye out for homegrown things that kind of pop up closer to the United States of America. And in the news part of THORnews, hey, crypto trader Binance banned in the UK. We can talk more about that later. This one picture is adorable and kind of wraps up the picture. You've got bobcats sleeping on Kate Smith's porch right now. And they're tired, they're hot, and they're adorable. But yeah, these are crazy days, man, and they're probably going to continue to get a bit crazier, so be prepared. Mentally, physically, spiritually. The heat and the rain, man. The heat and rain. That'll be the really big story, I think, unless trumped by something else for the next 2 days. All right. I will keep you guys posted about all the activity that is happening, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more general weirdness that'll happen over the next days that nobody saw ahead of time, except for maybe 1 or 2 guys on the internets. And I do a fundraiser every single month. Hold it for about 7 days. And so now it's that time of the year, month again. If you'd like to contribute, I got more angry letters in the mail last month than I did the nice letters, although I really appreciate the nice letters and even the angry letters. But so if you guys love to send me nice snail mail letters, that'd be great. But if you want to send me angry letters too, that's fine. I mean, displaced aggression, you got to take it out on somebody, right? So you don't take it out on your kids or your family. And I guess I'm okay for that. And I got a PayPal. I've reset my Venmo. Got a CashApp Patron. Welcome to July. Happy 4th of July. Although right around the 4th, it's going to be really weird, man. Only $1,777 left to raise. I'll do my best, bring you the best news possible in a way that is easy to sugar than spoon or whatever. And honestly, after the last 20 years, I feel like we all have part of post-traumatic stress disorder. It's been like 9/11 every day, or grand theft crisis. I say hang on, because I think things will definitely improve in 2023. So all we got to do is make it to there. All right, have a great night. Let's try and have a great week. And let's do our best to finish June strong. Stay cool. God bless everyone, and I'll talk to you all in the near future.